Hey everyone, Coach Katie here, and I am so excited. Today is a huge day. You had a lot of information given to you today about nutrition. This is our Nutrition 101 day. We're talking a lot about what are the important things that make up a plate, how do we build a plate, how many times per day should we be eating, and what should we be eating. You hopefully have seen in the app the video that is titled Plate Method. You can watch that video or this video first. It doesn't really matter. Either way, they both need to be watched today or tomorrow. You have until the weekend to watch them. Make sure that you watch them before you cook so that you know what to cook this weekend. The plate method guide is how do you build a plate? This is our meal plans and our recipes and how do you actually cook those things. Again, it doesn't matter which one you watch first. You also got a notification in the app today with some information, and if you haven't had it yet, you will have it if you're watching this before it comes to you. You're going to have this link. It's going to come to you, katiekaiser.com/meal plans. And this is going to be your hub every single Thursday. You can pull this up or whatever day you want to pull it up. I like to send it out on Thursdays to you in the notifications. This looks the same every single week. So if you ever want to come back to it and you want to randomly cook on a Monday, you can always pull this up and find some recipes and meal plans for the challenge. This video you only have to watch one time, but check the notifications today under the little notification icon under your picture in the app so that you can see this link. If you haven't seen it, you're watching this video right now under the blue circle. The actual link for this is coming through the notifications. I'm going to minimize myself and go through this. This video that I'm shooting right now is going in this big black space on this web page right now. So that is black right now. It will be this video. This video is also the one that you're watching in the app under the blue circle. So watch me before moving on. Step number one, you need to first understand what are single ingredient foods. I think this 90-second video that I made basically lays out in 90 seconds what single ingredient foods are perfectly. So watch this and then come down and look at from Precision Nutrition. I love this company. They know a lot, and this is where nutrition certifications come from. You can see, I'm looking at some dogs outside that are really pretty. I got distracted. Fat sources. You want to eat mostly minimally processed healthy fats. About 80 to 90% of your fat intake should come from the eat more and eat some columns. The other 10 to 20% can come from whichever column you prefer. So eat more, eat some, you can dive into that. Protein sources, you'll see the same thing. Carb sources, you'll see there as well. Decide number two. So now we understand what are single ingredients. Now we need to make up our meals. Decide, does your gut health need attention? Who is this for? Anyone who has digestive issues like IBS, constipation, bloating, other digestive issues where you just don't feel right. Try doing a gut health reset diet for 3 weeks to see if you feel better. Full gut health reset ingredient list is below. Additional option that's less intense, you can try just dairy-free or dairy-free and gluten-free for 3 weeks. Full gut health reset is a low FODMAP diet. Low FODMAPs are highly fermentable and easily digestible foods. So this list below shows high FODMAP foods, which someone without gut health concerns can easily digest things like artichoke, asparagus, cauliflower, onions. Someone who does not have gut health issues easily digests apples, apple juice, the citrus high acidity things. You can see someone without gut health can easily digest these things without gut health concerns. Someone with gut health concerns needs to stick closer to this list. And after doing a full gut health reset diet for about 3 weeks, you'll be able to slowly add back in these things. And we talk about that in week 4, adding back in things if you do worry about gut health. So after 4 weeks, we then can try adding back in dairy and seeing if dairy is maybe the culprit. And if it is, you'll know within about 4 days if it is. And then you might just be someone who doesn't have dairy and you limit it to, if you come up here, our fat sources, dairy might be in your 10% eat less category. Now you know high FODMAP versus low FODMAP. Do we need to worry about this? If you don't need to worry about this and you have an iron gut and you feel like you don't struggle with any of those things, that's me personally. just don't struggle with poor gut health. Do I think everybody should reset in some form or fashion? Sure. But some of us just don't struggle with that. And if you've already done a gut health reset in the past and you know that's not you, you can skip this. Decide if you will follow meal plans weekly or learn to prep in bulk your favorite foods. If you've been following me on Instagram for a while, you see a lot of times I talk about meal prepping my favorite foods. I just do Instacart. I order a bunch of stuff. It comes to me on my doorstep, and it's almost the exact same thing every single week. I pick 3 of my favorite proteins. I pick some carbs, like 3 of my favorite carbs to go with it, and bagged salad from the grocery store. I don't chop veggies. I don't have time. And then my fats are always things like almond butter or something avocado that I just toss onto everything. That's what I do. And it's the easiest thing for me. And I can meal prep for an entire week, start to finish, in under 45 minutes. And I don't cook the rest of the week. This meal prep guidebook dives into that a little bit more. There's the full video series that's on my Instagram if you want to look at that. And that is for someone that might be well-versed in the kitchen and who knows how to prep, or you've been following me for a while and you've taken a stab at it already. Some of us have not really cooked ever before, and we need more of a black and white, like done for you approach. So you can dive into this week 1 meal plans. And biggest question I always get is, do I have to eat these exactly like week 1, week 2? Absolutely not. You can do whatever you want. This week, you could eat off the everything meal plan. Next week, you could eat off the dairy-free one. I would suggest if you're going to try dairy-free, to do 3 weeks straight of the dairy-free ones, or dairy-free and gluten-free. Go 3 weeks straight off of dairy-free and gluten-free. If you're vegetarian, there's options, vegan options. Gut health reset, I would suggest 3 weeks straight off of gut health reset. And the everything diet it's got all foods on the table, no pun intended. I am going to open that one right now and just show you. So what you're going to do is you're going to open this and you're going to see there's 7 days of recipes. All of these days are going to have protein that is less than your targeted amount of protein. Let me pause really quick. I'm actually going to fix this one because my calories are low. This company is called Eat This Much. I have an account with them, a premier account where I can pull meal plans and upload them for you guys. So that's why it's labeled with Eat This Much. I'm just going to be transparent there. But I'm going to go off of day 1 only because the others are a little bit low. I set all of these for calorie totals around 1,600 calories, knowing that many of us like dessert and are also going to incorporate whey protein and casein protein to our diet. You'll learn about that as time goes on. If you are on Thursday today looking at this, knowing that every day we should eat 3 full meals. Here's 1 full meal, 2nd full meal, 3rd full meal. And it has for the day 100 grams of protein, 90 grams of fat, and 113 grams of carbs, which is about 1,605 in calories. You can do that for the first week or so until we introduce the protein powder supplements that we will talk about. We're not talking about that today. So for the first week, you just eat off of this list, and every day you just do exactly what's here. Wonderful. Then we will add in the protein powders to supplement protein to bring our protein up to 1 gram per pound of goal body weight in protein. That's all I'm talking about right now is protein. That is our goal, eventually to get to 1 gram per pound of goal body weight in protein, which ultimately will increase your calories as well. We're going to talk about carbs and fats at a different day. But protein, that's where we're going with it. First, though, we need to get protein from full protein sources. And that's why we're looking first at a full day of 100 grams of protein from full protein sources. All of the meal plan options have protein in there. I will say, if you're vegan or vegetarian, protein is typically a little bit lower for you from full protein sources. You might see something more like 75 grams of protein, at which you need to learn quickly how to get to that protein, and then we will supplement with vegan protein powders to get more protein in your diet. In here, I will redo this so that each day has about 1,600 calories, and that's where we'll start, and then we'll add in extra protein, which will bring our calories up naturally. If you're going to go into here, you can't click on these hyperlinks in the PDF, but you can scroll down to see here are our recipes. So if you wanted to cook exactly everything on here, you would see, here's my recipes, and I am going to come down here and I'm going to see what is in here. And then I will come down and I'll see also my grocery list. One moment. You're just going to scroll through here each week and you're going to see the grocery list and your actual recipes and how to make them. I wanted to get to the recipes. Sorry for the random stops. Here are the recipes, and then you'll also see the grocery list. So I'm going to come back to meal plans. And again, you can pull this up every week and you can do weeks 2 meal plans. You like those better, do those for week 1 instead if you want to. It doesn't really matter at all. I think some of us have ever had a trainer that said exactly this at exactly this time of day, and that doesn't allow for freedom. And I teach food freedom. What do you like to eat? Make more of that and less of the stuff you don't like. Which is why I honestly like this method better. It's just the meal prep in bulk your favorite foods method, and this really lays it out. If you can get here, that is ideally our goal, is to get to being able to prep in bulk our favorite things. You might find some favorite things out of these recipes, and that might be something where you're like, I'm just going to make extra of this. I'm going to put it all together in the fridge and call it good for the week. And honestly, you don't want someone to have to write you meal plans for the rest of your life. These are just black and white for those of us that are brand new to this. You can take a look here, but honestly, I think someone brand new to this could also take a look up here at the meal prep guidebook and see how to cook in bulk as well. And it might be easy for you. All right, that covers this training. At the end of this week, so on Sunday, starts our new week. You're going to learn more about protein in the video training that I put up there, as well as the guidebook. And then in the following weeks, you're going to learn about carbs and fats and how do they mesh into the whole calorie total. And in the coming weeks, you're also going to be able to take a body type quiz to find out what is your body type, and then get macros assigned based on what your body type is. I truly believe in eating for our body types. Some of us do better with higher carbs. Some of us do better with higher fat, and we'll get to that later on. And you'll be able to take that quiz and get macros assigned to you if you wish later on. So stay tuned for that, and let's rock and roll.